Just start where we are and then go, like life. Hey kids. So I think I've mentioned before that I'm currently going to school for film. I'm like 4 classes away from graduating and I'm so ready to be done. I hate school. College is the racket, don't go. But obviously being a film student, I've had the opportunity to make a few short films over the past few years with like a script and crew and actors, projects that are bigger than like me in my apartment by myself. So that's been pretty exciting. And one of the skills I've gained from being on all these sets is the ability to be around and work with people you hate. Who girl. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the worst experience I've had so far. It's going to be the story of a girl I'm going to call Becky just so she doesn't sue me. So Becky is a person I met through a classmate, and we originally got together because she was making a feature film and she needed crew. And I'm like, dude, I'm crew. I could totally do that. So I was like, hell yeah, I'd love to do a feature. It'd look good on the website. Let's fucking go. We have one meeting where we go over the script, talk about everything she wants. Her ideas are, we'll say, experimental, art house, a little fucking weird. But it seemed chill and I will work on almost anything, so I agreed to do it. Now, one of the beautiful things about being in camera is that you kind of just show up to set at your call time, shoot your stuff, pack up your shit and leave, and your job is done. It's pretty great. We weren't supposed to shoot for like 6 weeks after the meeting that we had, so me and Becky didn't really talk for a while. It's fine. In that time though, I ended up hearing from basically all of my classmates and everybody I know that they were all asked to be on her film, and pretty much everybody said no, except for me. And you know, looking back, this is probably what the kids call a red flag. I should have maybe taken a second and thought about the fact that if every person you know doesn't want to do something, maybe you should reconsider doing the thing. But I didn't. I was blinded by the idea of working on a full-length movie, so I didn't really look into it. 2 weeks before we're scheduled to shoot, I get an email from Becky that goes like this. Because I have been getting abysmal responses from the majority of the cast and crew, a lot of people putting a tremendous amount of negativity around the project, or who have just not been giving me the information or commitment needed to make this project a success, I have decided that we will not make the project at this time. Okay? Jackie, since you have been a dedicated and wonderful addition to this project, I mean, we had like one meeting, but I would like you to stay on and work with me and a small crew and cast on a different short film. Okay. One thing you gotta know about Becky is that she's what we like to call an art kid, TM. Like, I am an art kid. Like, I'm getting a fine arts degree, I make stuff, I cry a lot. Art kid. But Becky only buys her clothing from thrift stores. She doesn't believe in social media. She loves and references the French New Wave a lot. She's getting her master's degree in film studies. Art kid, TM. And like, okay, no one get mad, but the problem with film studies is that you don't really learn like production. You learn how to watch and critique and write about movies, which is an amazing skill in and of itself, but you don't learn like the nitty-gritty, here's how to take something from a script to a finished product. It's just not what you're doing, which is fine. But I don't think that Becky really understood that she didn't know what she was doing, which is like, the fact that she was willing to cancel her entire movie just because some people didn't want to be on it was like deeply concerning to me. But one of my very good friends had been working on it with me and had put a lot of time and energy into the movie so far, and I didn't want to see her dreams die. So now we were making a short in one weekend instead of a feature over a month and a half. And I was just trying to roll with it. A week before we were supposed to shoot, I sent an email to Becky asking for storyboards and a shot list and a schedule. It's just like lists of everything we need to do so that I know what the fuck is going on. She sends me an email saying, I'm working on it, I'll send it to you when I'm done. And then I hear nothing from her for an entire week. We have a little meeting scheduled the night before we're supposed to shoot just to go over stuff. So at the meeting, I ask her, hi, do you have my storyboards and shot list, please? And she says, oh yeah, I'm not really much of a list person. I want this to be really raw, so I just want to feel my way through the shots as we go. What? It was at this point that I started to fill up with like a hot, acidic rage, very up to just right here. Cause like she said she'd give me it, but then halfway through the week, I guess she realized that she's an auteur or something and just decided not to do it and not to tell me that she wasn't gonna do it. And like, feeling the action is cool and all, but we were working with a 30-page script. Don't nobody have time for your feelings today. I was really starting to mentally check out of the project at this point, and part of the reason is because, like, we were filming on an iPhone, which is fine and cool, and you can do some really good stuff with phones, but we had no storyboards, no shot list. We were shooting in an apartment with 3 crew and 2 cast, and I'm sure there's some people out there who would say, Jackie, if you were truly dedicated to your art, you would have found a way to make it work. Hang on. Day of shooting comes. I wake up, tired, annoyed, don't want to go, but I show up, ready to make the best of this and do my job. Call time was 7 in the morning. We all show up, except Becky. Becky is 30 minutes late to her own goddamn movie. Oh. We all agreed to get coffee before the shoot, so we go in 2 separate cars. Becky, I guess, showed up before we did. She just got her coffee and then left. She said she didn't want to wait for us to order. Okay, alright. Everybody then spends 3 hours getting set taken care of and rehearsing and putting on costumes, none of which I need to be there for. I don't know why I was called at 7. Finally, we're ready to do the first shot. I grab the phone, I frame it up. I ask Becky if she has any thoughts. She then takes the phone from me and says, I got this, can you do slate? What? I'll do camera, can you slate it? No, I cannot. And then I left. Exit Jackie. I stay on your chaotic piece of shit project for 2 months cause you said I get to shoot it, and then you don't even let me do the thing I signed on to do. Ugh. And come to find out later, at the end of shooting, she commended the other people for staying the entire day. This is just like the weirdest experience I've ever had trying to make something, and it's just entirely because of Becky's weird attitude through the whole thing. If this story demonstrates anything, it's that communication is really important. Tell other people what the fuck is going on and follow through on your promises. It's not much. I don't think that's much to work on. Please leave me a comment telling me your worst experience working on a group project, and I'll be seeing you guys sometime soon. Goodbye.